Oh my goodness gracious. God in me is coming for the God in you. And it's all out of love. For real. Um, I have a lot of options for men in my life. A lot of things offered to me for a lot of various reasons throughout my life. There's one man that got me something in my life. It was at a store down the hill from the house that I was living at. It was his house, and I was staying there. And I was only like 2 or 3, maybe I was 1. But he bought me a Barbie. Best thing that I ever got. Um, I didn't see that man for 15, 16 years until 15, 16 years after that. And I was working third shift as a CNA instead of being a junior in high school. And I walked into my house, my parents' house, and there was a man standing or sitting there talking to my adopted mother. And his hand was bandaged up. And if you know me, you know I fucking hate just blood. But I was in that industry, and it was my duty to make sure that he was okay, so I had to check his bandage. And still not knowing exactly who he was, what I felt when I touched that man's hand was some of the most generous, godlike energies in one of the most obviously overworked hands that I could have seen. And I worked in a nursing home. Um, this man not only provided like a white boy with tattoos could, would, and should to his and others, he did it to different industries. He pioneered and progressed probably up to 8 different professional industries in America. And all of them benefited from his involvement. You can't find one fucking company in America that'll tell you any different. See, the thing is that everyone around me wanted me to remember the night the police showed up to our house, and how this same man that bought me that Barbie at the store was being arrested. That's what everybody, all the adults around me wanted to remember. And when I say all the adults around me, I mean every adult that was influential, the ones that came in on holidays, the ones that I saw throughout the years. Um, they all had this one deal that they wanted to keep on putting in my memory. Thank the Lord above and in fear of God, that throughout all of that, I kept on giving the idea that he wasn't like the rest of the men that had been involved in my life. That one moment at the store, which it was probably him coming home like off the road for 10 minutes, um, but it mattered. And it wasn't because I wanted to be the Barbie, it was because it was a genuine, innate availability of an opportunity to bond with one another. And it mattered. Nothing more. Literally, I was 1 or 2 years old. Um, I want you people to understand what happened, what this man did for the entire nation, actually, and probably a joint effort of both earthly value and emotional sustainment. And persevering as a white boy with tattoos under certain doctrines, which I'm not really sure of, but I'm kind of scared of shitless to fucking go into that area. So, 1992 and 1998 are very important to both your political and personal lives for this man that I speak of. Because I know that he affected your life or the life of one of your loved ones. I know his brother probably did too, but we'll talk about that later. Now, there's a lot riding on this man's legacy. And when I say legacy, I don't think that you guys, people involved, really want it to be about the unseen aspects of life, like emotions and innate. And that's fine. But didn't you guys get enough out of him when he was alive? I'm pretty sure you did. I'm pretty sure he set up quite a few stones to step on for a lot of people to progress through life, not only as a white boy with tattoos, but a fighter of some sort of private. He didn't want people to be in private prisons, especially himself. So that's what he exuded as a king. I've got to the point where this man's so effective that his influences are all the way up to military bases. And I'm very nervous about that because any disrespect starting at any point of anywhere in this structure of society that leads up to a military base that is not coming out correctly, that's where I have a problem. Because I know for a fact you could probably fuck with this man's manhood. You could probably fuck with a lot of things in his life. You don't mess with the military, and you don't mess with his family, and you definitely don't mess with his beautiful fucking daughter at all. That girl was everything good that he and that female could come up with together and make. And if her happiness, he's so upset that if her happiness is in jeopardy, if she is unhappy at all, it's so cute how protective he is over her. But when she was 7, he wants me to remind Debbie that when she was 7, something about in some water, and I think you were probably at like a campsite or something like that. Scariest moment of his life, little girl. Scariest moment of his life. And you've done nothing but make him proud. And he's going to make this right for you, but by a king of diamonds, a king of spades, a jack of spades, a king of diamonds, a king of hearts, a jack of spades, a queen of diamonds. Uh-oh. Oh, that's that money laundering that she's doing through those fucking foundations. Oh my gosh, if Debbie found out you were doing that and the idea, oh, you're going to be in so much trouble. You didn't just make her pretty, she was made pretty for the world. You were just given her as a daughter. And you couldn't have asked for a better daughter. Now we're going to figure this shit out.